Welcome. This is the VDC 90-day Bootcamp Hybrid Business Launch Tracker Overview. Obviously, you've just registered for free. This gives you the opportunity to get a behind-the-scenes look at exactly how we can help you, how we can make a difference. I'm going to walk you through, just to start with here, this Business Launch Tracker. This is a high-level overview of what you can expect in terms of support and why this will make perfect sense for you to get started right away. First, I'm going to click on Guide. Quickly here, it talks about this hybrid education plus execution equals the 90-day return on investment. This is your comprehensive launch system for Canadian entrepreneurs combining education with execution. This is not about just going to school and getting educated on material. You're going to learn how to apply, right, what you're actually going to learn. There's a smart checklist here. Each task includes starter thoughts to prime your thinking. We're not leaving anything to chance. And by the way, we will be allowing feedback so that if we can improve this on any level, we appreciate where that's available, that you can click, provide us with your thoughts, and of course we want to create a rewards system, a suggestion box, if you will, that will help us to, not so much help yourself, but certainly help those that come after you. And of course, the result of what you're seeing now is because of other individuals or other entities, their input. The 90-day pro forma tracks your goals in a pro forma format. So this is about how do you make revenue, what are expenses, what's your bottom line. We're getting you to look and think just like a true business owner. It's not something you're going to learn down the road. These are things we want to teach you in the VDC 90-day bootcamp. Also, for those of you specifically that are looking to get licensed, or maybe you already are licensed, we want to increase your ROI in yourself, right? That within those 90 days, whether you've been in a business 1 year, 2 years, or 1 or 2 days, we want to make sure when you relaunch, depending on who you are, back at your respective offices. And by the way, if you don't have an office, we know how to get you into one, right, to continue that ongoing support, to ensure that you are making, anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month and up. That's the goal. You can get started for as little as $500 or $1,000. The materials that we'll expose you to will walk you through the thought. Your common sense will dictate exactly what you need to do and when you need to do it. For those that are ready, here we go. Launch requirements. As part of this overview, 3 to 5 associates is your initial goal to get them enrolled after you. This basically solidifies your position that you actually are in business, and of course we teach you, show you, walk you through what that model actually looks like, and to help you actually get there. So it's not just a conversation or an academic only type approach. This is a combination of being book smart, street smart, and that will make much more sense as we take you through this format. Back office profile complete. We want to make sure that you understand that part of this process, what you have access to, puts you leaps and bounds ahead of most individuals, most consumers, many existing business owners that are already out there. What you're doing is making sure that you're going to learn the things that you really need to learn right away. You're going to grasp material that you typically would take in a 12-month or longer diploma program. We're going to give you those highlights and expedite your learning curve in the first 90 days, similar to, say, a young child who in their most impressionable learning years. We're doing the same for you by exposing you to this boot camp. The difference is we don't care when you start. The fact is you made a decision. How long did it take? It took you 1 minute, took you 1 second. It's making that decision that makes all the difference. So this back office profiling will allow you to put in all your personal information, meaning anything to do with income, expenses, what is your structure, what is your current net worth, all these things that are important. What do you got going on with the business? And when you input that information, it allows us to create reports, to create visibility. And again, a lot of the language will come out as you go through the boot camp, but we just want to impress upon you right now. These are things you need to do. These are building blocks, right? Ink will hit paper much quicker for you, which means dollars will hit your bank account much quicker, which means you can start enjoying, that lifestyle that for most is way down the road. You can start to experience some of that now. VDC templates, again, we're talking about providing you with everything from what you think may be conventional learning. We're going to go well beyond that. We're going to provide you with a companion book for those who qualify and make it to that phase of the program, a tactical playbook, so you're going to have permanent resources that you're going to use well and beyond what we're covering and where you're going to end up in the next few days, few weeks, few months. And again, what this is all about, the licensing fees, that you pay out, you put a price on that. Your cost, we can tell you right now, the price is one thing, but the cost is zero, right? When you actually implement and actually use what it is that we're exposing you to, your cost will be nothing. And let's face it, for those that understand economics, and you will learn to have a better understanding of how money works when you get through this program, you're going to find out that your $500 entry level is awesome, $1,000 level is even better, even higher, even more rewarding. But again, that's said, right? It's just language. When you start to experience it, you'll know what you need to do. Next step, confirm your commitment, activate your VDC journey. This is the overview of the guide. When we actually start to look at getting started, you can register your interest. That'll take you right to the website. You can confirm your commitment, $500, $1,000 or more. This will allow you to keep track how you're progressing, how much time have you actually invested, how many associates have you enrolled, how much money have you actually brought in during that 90-day period, so you can determine the proper ROI. We're not talking small numbers here, right? The average person, you're talking 100, 200, 300, 400, 500% return for what it is that you're going to do over the next 90 days. The checklist that you see here, I'm going to start scrolling down. Based on this recording, we're about 7 minutes in. This gives you an idea. As fast as I'm talking, I hope I'm articulating the idea, right? The ideas that you need to internalize, to say, you know what, this makes sense. They're walking me through this, or giving this to me step by step. I got to register at libertysuccessacademy.org. This is for Canadian entrepreneurs. Can you do this from anywhere? The answer is yes. What we're teaching you, is this something you can use globally? Meaning, are you restricted only to Canada? The answer is no. Registration opens your VDC 90-day bootcamp access. And that's really all we want to do right at this moment, is give you access, give you that glimpse, give you an idea of just how comprehensive this program actually is. Complete your VDC 90-day bootcamp orientation. So we'll give you that. This is part of it, what I'm covering with you right now. There's actually 4 to 5 lessons in this free introduction module, which is on our learning management system platform. The reason that we're providing this to you in this way, you can come back and visit it again, right? You're going to hear the same message. You need to hear it again. You need to go back and not only just hear it, you need to actually see it. And this is why we're putting those two things together. This education plus execution is what makes us different from most things that are out there. Let's face it, if you're in the financial services industry and you go to school and you get certified, well, technically, certification doesn't mean you've written your first piece of business yet. You still need to pass your license, right, in your respective province. You still need to get placed into an office, right, that will accept you as a associate, right, under their roof. Then you need to further learn, how to put together, whether it's an illustration, review a mortgage, like whatever specific area that you're going into in financial service. There's still a lot of things to do. We're going to expedite, slingshot your learning curve, so that when you're walking in there, well, first of all, You don't have to look for a place. You don't have to worry about licensing. You don't have to worry about the education and certification. We're going to make sure we walk you through all of that. We're going to hold your hand. That's why you're paying us to do that. And by the way, the licensed model that you're being exposed to, this is what you're offering as a business. You can actually do this for others. Exactly what we're doing for you, you can do this for someone else. You don't have to do all this heavy lifting, though. You don't have to put all of this collateral content material together. You don't have to put this learning management system. You don't have those individual high costs and expenses to put together this entire framework, right? Or the marketing, or the support, or the training. We're making sure you have that as a turnkey operation, ready to go, ready to launch, ready to bring in not one, not two, not 10, not 20, not 100, but several hundred, 1,000 different individuals across the country. You can do this virtually. You can participate in our recorded programs. You can participate in our live streams. You can become one of the leaders, right, that not only impact the growth of your own group. You can also do this and keep it all to yourself and just be a solo producer. We recommend, if you really want to enjoy passive income, you're going to learn how to build a team. And you're going to learn to become a legacy builder. This is what it's all about. So when you're sleeping or when you're on vacation, you're still making money. If you're thinking you can sleep and make money on vacation or while you're sleeping and not have built it the way that we're showing you and will provide all the tools and the pathway for this to happen, well, you need to read different books. And I'm not sure where those books are. Please let us know what the names and authors are for these reference materials, because we're telling you right here, in 90 days or less, we're going to launch it the way you need it to get launched a long time ago. And by the way, you can come back. You've got access. You can go to our or to your virtual office hub, right, to your website. You're going to always have that access. Why? Because you need that support. And by the way, that's your office. And by the way, that office is on your phone. You never have to worry about leaving and forgetting where are your resources or access. If you're in someone's home, you're at the Tim Hortons, you're at school, you're on a plane, wherever you happen to be. All this material will be readily available right on your cell phone. Okay, so let's go to the next section here. Complete your orientation, confirm your 5 or 1,000 initial commitment. And by the way, as part of the free module system, there is an ROI calculator. Like I said, there's 4 or 5 lessons that you have available to go through. This is not a couple of minutes. There's a lot of things that get covered. 12 minutes in on this one. Now we're talking and reinforcing the fact that you complete your VDC back office profile. This is about, and again, look at each section. It unlocks personalized reports, net worth tracking, gives you access to more business tools, includes vision and goals. Go back up to the 500,000 commitment. Investment in yourself activates the membership, demonstrates commitment to your success. All of this information, everything that's in there, remember, it's not just you looking at this. Think of it as you looking at it for someone else. You're vetting our process. You're vetting the process. So when someone else is talking to you and you make the recommendation, you're asking for them to have a look if they're willing to listen, right? We're going to teach you the language. You can create a 90-day pro forma and ROI projections. Use the VDC pro forma template, income, expenses, ROI timeline. It includes commissions, sales, bonuses, whatever the case may be. And again, please give us the feedback wherever we ask or whenever we ask, or just go back to our site and email us the information. There's many ways that you can help yourself and help the organization. Enroll your first 3 to 5 business associates. I don't care what you're thinking or how you're selling yourself, right, on the idea that I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that. Let me tell you this. You do it our way for the first 90 days. You do it the VDC way for the first 90 days. On the 91st day, hold court. Let us know. Make sure you make the notes and make sure you're prepared to send it to us. Back it up, because everything we're doing is backed up and we know the proof is there. Each of these 3 to 5 business associates that you're enrolling, they will enroll 2 more. Why do you do that? You need to build a team. You need to build an organization. You need to know that there's going to be failure. If you have One person that you've brought in, you've enrolled. I don't like to use the word recruiting, because for recruiting, that's a whole different mindset. I would rather that you enroll people like you do at school, enroll them into a program that they can actually learn and apply. And in our case, learn, apply, and execute, so that work can be executed, that it's reflected in your bank account for you and your family. Enroll 2 or more per each of those 5 business associates. Start with your warm market. Share the VDC vision and 90-day return on investment model. This is how you build. We give you those tools. Verify that each associate enrolled, 2 qualified associates. Again, it's a very simple process. We're not talking about going out and getting hundreds of people. You go out and do what you need to do on the small scale. You're going to find that when you're building a business, having 5 main players that you're willing to work with. And by the way, the 5 that you initially get may not be your 5. So I'm going to say it right now. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? You want to get to those 5. It may take you a week. It may take you a month. It may take you a year. I don't know. Is it worth it when you're making $5,000-$10,000 a month? Predictably, when you're making $10,000-$20,000 a month, predictably, in this type of business with this type of model and support, it's all there to be done. You call your number, right? It's up to you. We're not saying what you can make. And by the way, when you do the ROI calculator, which is one of the other tools and items that support you that you'll have access to, you're plugging in your numbers. You can look at someone else's all day, every day. Yours are the best because you have an idea. I can only do one. I can only do one a month, right? I can't do 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 like some others, or like you're suggesting. What's it look like at 1? What's it look like at 0? And some people really need to see that because you don't think that exists. It does. In a pro forma, your first month, you really expect to make any money? I suggest you put 0 when you do your pro forma. Why? Promise and deliver, right? Don't try to overpromise. Right? Under promise, over deliver. Let's try for that. Various templates, that your agreements, whether it's service agreements, compensation disclosure, privacy, access to resources, anything that's legal, collecting these associate agreements, ensuring privacy, PIPEDA. Why is this even here? Because it's a business model. We want to make sure you have an idea. You know what? There's more to this than just a conversation, right? Is there a lot of meat and potatoes here? For sure. Register your business in Canada. You have to decide which one you're going to do. Is it sole proprietorship? Is it incorporated? Are you doing it provincially? Are you doing it Canada-wide? That's totally up to you. Are you starting off with something as simple as a numbered company? Do you really need to have a nuance done where it's a trade style, right, with a name that you want to start with? That's up to you. You'll start to learn the importance of these things. You can go to canadabusiness.ca. Again, we'll guide you, right? We'll support you. There's AI, right, to help you with your decision making. Something as simple as what do you guys do again? What's your elevator pitch? What are some of the things I should be aware of? I'll plant the seed with you right now. Just enter in www.libertysuccessacademy.org, our actual virtual office hub website. Just enter that. Just enter that into any AI type program, Perplexity, Claude, you name it, right? Just plug that in. Don't ask it any questions. Just plug in the URL. Just do that. Yes, I'm talking at a specific language. Yes, I'm using short forms or abbreviations. You'll get used to that because you'll talk similar at some point. But everything can be broken down. And if you're not sure what we're saying or what you saw or what's on the screen, give us the feedback, please. We're looking for it. Or talk to the person that invited you. Remember, we're not talking to you directly. We're following up because someone else right away thought about you when they saw this opportunity. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to say, these 4 people, these 10 people, these 15 people, right away I thought about them. They should have a look at this. They should be exposed to it the same way I got exposed to it. I think they'll think differently once they get this exposure. So this language, this idea, this approach, this is why we're putting this out to you. Is it important? 19 minutes in. Yes, it is. It's very important. Can I keep going? I'm going to, right? Obtain your Canadian business number. Do you need that? GST, HST. It's free. Takes 15 minutes online. Register for the GST, HST if needed. It's saying if revenue exceeds 30,000 Canadian, use your BN at Canadian or Canada.ca/taxes, and start your process. None of this is difficult. And by the way, yes, it's done in a checklist type fashion. Why? Because we don't want to make this something you take to chance. You're setting up a proper business. We want you to do those things you need to do now, not after you've been in business for 6 months or a year or 3, and then you start to learn or figure out some of this stuff. We want to make sure the foundation, right, is in place. Open that Canadian business bank account. Is that different from a personal one? It certainly is. Separate your business from your personal. Most banks offer free startup accounts. Bring your business number and documents. Don't set up spousal accounts. Don't put them on. Separate and protect you and them from you and the business, right? These are lessons that are going to be learned. Don't worry about the conversation only. Attend your sessions. Complete your learning management system modules, right? The course outline. Go through each and every one of those videos, right, that we're going to have set up for you. Set up your VDC e-commerce solution. Well, we kind of saved you a step there. That's already built into what it is that we're offering, which is how you're getting set up, which is how you're going to be able to participate. It's activated through your back office. It's a link so you can get compensated. Is it important? All of it is, for sure. Connect your e-commerce to VDC compensation. Configure your payment processing. We have that set up. We're walking you through steps that you need to make sure are taken already or by you. Access the assets, integrate personal brand with the VDC. Again, if that's something that you think you need to do, set up your VDC connected social media. How are you going to market yourself? We're going to help you with that as well. These are all important pieces. We're not leaving it to chance, right, for you to figure out something. Schedule your daily VDC activity, like how are you going to block out your time, 1 to 2 hours daily, prospecting, follow-ups, team support, consistency wins. We're going to teach you, right, how to speak, how to question, how to read things, how to interpret, how to understand better how the compensation works, how to ask for referrals, how to have a better product knowledge, right, that you can understand better for yourself so you can be more understood, right, by the end user, right, that you're going to be dealing with. Review life impact reports, net worth projections, retirement calculator, debt eliminator. You review all of this monthly, right, to keep up the motivation. Complete product knowledge certification. Attend training webinars, live streams. Verify you're on track for your 90-day ROI tracking. Set up associate enrollment milestones, right? I want to do so much my first week, so much week 4, so much by week 8, right? Everything will be on your dashboard. Soft launch campaigns. Official launch events. 90-day review, celebration, right? All that stuff is in here. 90-day pro forma goals. What's your first month revenue? Like, what are you setting it at? Startup capital invested. What did you put in? 500, 1,000, 2,500. Where did you start? Okay, so you have again a benchmark. How many associates have you enrolled? What was your break-even achievement? Did you hit it? What were the team commissions paid? Because a lot of what people look at is personal. This is you can make personal as well as team. Did you hit your launch readiness summer? Did you hit the number of associates? Did you complete your back office profile? Did you get all that done when you were asked to get it done? So cool. So much to go through. Are you ready to execute your VDC 90-day bootcamp? Transform education into execution. Invest in yourself. Confirm your commitment. Hit any and all of these buttons. You have access to all of this. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next lesson or the next module. You take care.